the worldwide leader in sports. This is ESPN News.
And welcome to those of you watching the Peach Bowl on ESPN. Along with Dave Feldman, I'm Michael Kim, and you're watching ESPN News. Time to get you caught up on some of the sports headlines and highlights, beginning with Wild Card Saturday.
It was a wild one, too, Michael. There's no question about that. It was the AFC's team of the 90s versus an AFC team that was born in the 90s. The Buffalo Bills, with 4 Super Bowl appearances and a 10-1 AFC playoff record against the Jacksonville Jaguars, playing their first playoff game ever in only their second year in the league. What would give Jags and Bills, Tom Coughlin, oh man, what a season. Second quarter, Jags down 14-10. Natrone Means stop. No, he's not. 30 yards for Natrone Means, who would not take no for an answer. Jags take the lead 17-14. Fourth quarter, game tied at 20. Mark Brunell drops back, but he's picked off by Jeff Burris, who goes in untouched and without an escort. 38 yards, 27-20, Bills lead. Late fourth quarter, game tied at 27. Mike Hollis with a field goal attempt. He kicks it, and it's good. Jags win 30-27. Marv Levy, he won't need that headset anymore. Buffalo's first playoff loss ever at Rich Stadium. Brunell finished 18 for 33 for 239 yards and 2 scores. Means finished with a playoff career high, 175 yards on 31 carries. Michael.
In the NFC, Cowboys and Vikings, the 20th playoff game at Texas Stadium, and a big game for George Teague. First quarter, 7-0 Cowboys. Brad Johnson to Ampley. Ampley running for the touchdown, but George Teague from behind strips him. That's a touchback, and Dallas takes over. We move ahead to the second quarter. George Teague coming up big again. Brad Johnson rolling right, looking for not that man, but Teague is there. He takes it 29 yards the other way for a touchdown. Big game for George Teague. Big win for the Dallas Cowboys. Final score 40-15. Troy Aikman now 11-1 in playoff starts. The Vikings, meanwhile, lose their postseason opener for the 4th time in as many games under Dennis Green. The Cowboys will now meet the Carolina Panthers in Charlotte next Sunday. College football now. Terry Allen, the winningest active coach in Division I AA, has decided it's time to take on the Nebraskas of the world. Allen, who compiled a 75-26 record at Northern Iowa, was named head football coach today at Kansas. He replaces Glenn Mason, who left for Minnesota. Dave?
Well, Derek Anderson played his first 2 years of college ball at Ohio State. His sophomore year, he was all Big Ten before getting injured. But he wasn't happy, so he transferred, sat out a year, and now is the leading scorer on the 3rd-ranked team in the nation. That would be Kentucky. A homecoming of sorts for Mr. Anderson. And early on, it's a pretty good start. That's a 2. Kentucky up 5. More Derek Anderson steals and goes all the way. You know, he should have transferred a long time ago. It's good for him. Kentucky up 10. Second half, OSU coming back. Stringer, the alley-oop to Jason Singleton. And then more Buckeyes. Singleton to Stringer, who goes back to Singleton. Deposits. OSU down 5. Wildcats answer. Ron Mercer, the steal. Brings it and feeds Nasser Muhammad. That's a deuce. Kentucky wins it 81-65. They get their 10th straight victory. Mercer finished with 22. Anderson with 22. Kentucky wins it 81-65.
Well, for those of you watching on ESPN, we return you to the Peach Bowl. For those of you watching ESPN News, stay with us. He's Dave Feldman. I'm Michael Kim. Thanks for watching.
A truck's life is filled with slings and arrows, including the inevitable flying stones and unmanned shopping carts. So we designed the all-new Dodge Dakota with software that optimizes dent resistance. Life on the road may be a battle, but Dakota has superior armor. The new Dodge Dakota is full of surprises.
Jesse, you're next.
I'm all yours.
Save it for the stage, Romeo.
Carol always gives it to me straight. Like when she told me about my...
I told him about Head & Shoulders. Regular shampoos just rinse flakes away so they could come back. Head & Shoulders helps prevent flakes from even forming. You see the difference? You look great.
Thanks, but will it get me this part?
Couldn't hurt.
Head & Shoulders, because great hair can't have flakes.
Hey, break a leg.
It's the perfect landing. It's another business day.
today. For just $18.95 a day, you can rent a Dodge Neon or similar compact car from Thrifty.
Best of all, it's thrifty. Thrifty